This training covers using the syllabus template at Front Range Community College. It is broken up into 10 chapters. There are a number of reasons for using a syllabus template. One is to provide consistent delivery of information for both students as well as pathways advisors. Another is to promote inclusivity. The syllabus is designed to meet web accessibility content guidelines. That is, it will meet the legal requirements for posting material on the web. A third reason is to ensure that all syllabi contain the required material and information. This is very important once we're going into the accreditation. If you need assistance in working with this template, there are directions on the first page of the template, in addition to this video, as well as you can find assistance at your local instructional design center. To start, you're going to want to download a copy of the template. This is found on the intranet. So if you go to the intranet, and then go into the instructional forums area here, and it should appear on the paper forms, down towards the bottom. If it doesn't, you can search for it. Go up to the search box there and type in syllabus template or FRCC syllabus template. Right? And that should bring it up in the results. Right? Right? There, you can see a little preview of it when you click on it. Right? And then you're going to want to download it. See here, you got it here. So if you go over to File, then you want to go Save As. Right? And then you want to click on Download. Now, I like to make sure I know someplace where it's going to be, and so I'll work on my desktop, and then I'll just make a folder then that I'm going to save the working copy on. Right? I'm going to hit Save. Right? You can see that it's downloaded, and then when you look into your folder, it's there. Once you have a copy downloaded, you want to go in and then go ahead and edit it and rename it, and then just rename it to name your course. I'm going to be using an example of my EDU 261 course. And so I'm just going to rename it that, and then for the 2017 semester. Now that you've downloaded a copy of the template and then renamed it, you're going to want to go through and then customize it and replace all of the template information with your information. Right? So you can see here I'm going to start with replacing the title from what's in the template. I'm just going to rename it what my class is named. And just to kind of maintain the formatting, sometimes I'll just leave the first letter or two of the heading, right? And then type in what I want, then I'll go out and delete that other part out, just to make sure that that formatting is maintained. Right? I'm going to go through in here, I'd replace the name of the instructor with my information. Right? I'm just going to keep working through. Now, to find all the different places where you're going to need to replace it, right? You'll see there's like a word that says replace. So you can go up here and go to Find. Right? And then in the Find bar, you just want to type in replace. Right? And that's going to bring up a result of every place, and you see it's highlighted there, of every place in the document where you need to replace. Right? And it'll be a bit of work the first time to get it through, getting your information. You can see here then I did the Julia Child method of switching to a document I've already worked up and going through and replaced anything. Right? So it takes a little bit of time that first time, but after that it's going to become easier. The template will include a number of tables. These may or may not have the number of rows and columns that you need. If you need to insert a column, you highlight the column where you need it, and then you go to insert to the right or left, type in a new column header, right? And then start adding the information that you need. Right? And fill it. Right? And you can go through, change the information. And then if you find out you have more rows than you need, you can go through, highlight those, right-click again, right? And then delete. And you want to delete the entire row. will shrink it out. So you just have what you need. There you go. In addition to adding columns or rows to tables, you may want to add entire sections. The best way to do this is go through, highlight the section, a section, copy it, and then paste it, like I've done here. Right? Then you want to just rename it, to match, the content you want to add, right? To whatever title, but that way you keep the formatting by cutting and pasting, the other section, right? Then you can just delete the section text and then retype what you want in there, right? So it matches. Now, one thing you want to make sure to do, after you type it and periodically throughout this, is, as you make any significant changes, you want to save, right? Now, in order to save something, quick and easy way to do that, go up here to, the file. You can hit File and Save, or you can hit the little, looks like a little disk there. You can save that, right? But save early, save often. In addition to adding sections, you can also delete sections. Right, so that section I just created, if you don't want it, you just highlight the whole thing, select it, and then hit cut, right? And that'll cut it out, right? But you want to go from header to header, take out the whole content in there. After you've made all the changes, you want to check and run the accessibility checker. This is actually by going to File, and then you inspect document, and check accessibility. And it brings up the accessibility checker list over here on the right-hand side. And you can see there are a couple little issues that came up, even though I've made some changes. A couple of these are just, extra spaces that are in there, right? So if you click on it, it's very nice. It takes you right to where the problem is. And if you read down below, it says, why that is an issue and how to correct it. Right? So the space is not an issue. This one's a little more complicated. Somehow, when I cut and pasted a new section in here, I got a bunch of, this whole thing is listed as a header, right? So it's saying a long header. So I just want to change that back to normal text, right? And then I'll have to tweak it a little bit here, right click, and I can, modify the paragraph a little bit, so it's, got the single spacing like it is before, so it just matches up. If you have any problems with this, any of these issues that come up, this one here, it's saying that it's got a bad web address. Sometimes it's not necessarily, horrible, but just, lets you make you aware of, some possible accessibility issues. So once you've made all the changes that you need to do, you want to go in and then delete those directions we have at that front page. So just like deleting a section, you want to go through, highlight all of that, go ahead and hit cut. Right up there's cut. And that'll remove everything. It may leave a little extra little character there, so we can just hit backspace or delete and remove that. Right, then make sure you save it. Right, here. And your document now is complete. Right? So, and if you made a mistake, you can go and undo it there. But as it is, we're good. Save it, and good to upload. So that you've saved it and you have a copy in the folder where you have it before. You want to go ahead and upload it then to D2L, and then check with your department to see what they want to do for keeping the official record of the syllabus. So check with your department on that. This has been a brief overview of using the FRCC template. If you need additional assistance with using the template or making edits to your Word document, contact the IDC. You can see the email and the phone number here. If you have questions about exactly what kind of content needs to go into it, or if you need to add a particular section or remove a section, check with your department administrator, your department head, or your chair.